Hello!
It's Cake and Whimsy.
And Whimsy.
I said Cake and Whimsy.
Does that mean Cake and Whimsy and Whimsy?
It's Cake.
And Whimsy.
There we go.
Hey, we got it! How about that? So we're all dolled up in our Toastmaster finery. I have a speech to do tonight, and this is my unofficial, official Toastmaster speaking outfit.
Mine changes every week.
She just looks amazing every time, but not in the same way. I have my official conversation piece, since my speech tonight is about how to make small talk with people. I have a conversation piece on, and another spare one for the unaware. If they're really aware, I guess.
Why, Dan, what's that?
Why, this is a conversation. I mean, this is actually a kilt pin that my lovely wife got for me that I am miswearing right now because I want it to draw a lot of attention and it's nice and big. But it celebrates my heritage, and it is, I believe, the clan symbol of Clan MacNeil, which is the MacNeil of the 9 hostages. Scottish people who got tired of fighting in Scotland and so came to Ireland for new fights and decided to stick around for a while and became kings in Ireland. So I don't know if that makes me Scottish or Irish, but I'm calling it Irish. They stuck around. They knew where they liked best. And?
I was just going to say that the sound they heard was our dinner.
Oh, yes. That's our very early dinner tonight.
Yeah.
We're doing a very late intro today. But that's okay.
I don't think it matters.
Jess found something fantastic that we might do this weekend or possibly next weekend.
I found out that there is a tulip farm that you can go pick your own tulips right in Rhode Island, which is fairly close to where we are. It's very exciting.
Tulip picking.
And they encourage picnics. So, again, depending on whether it's supposed to be rain all weekend, so we'll see what happens. I also looked up some indoor yard sales and things that we can go to if the outdoor ones fail us.
She has been a very busy bee today with trying to make sure we all have alternate plans. By the way, you'll notice I have shrunk at least 2 inches during this thing.
And I have grown.
There, back to normal. I just keep eating little cookies that say, eat me, drink me, that kind of stuff.
Maybe you
crazy.
should stop putting random things in your mouth because they tell you to.
Can't help it. Never gonna happen. So we're gonna hopefully get there early enough tonight that we might be able to stop at a Goodwill we found last time where we had some really good success. But we'll see how it all goes. Until then, see you later.
Here we are.
Goodwill.
So we've only been to this one once, and we had only a few minutes to stop there because we were on our way to our Toastmasters meeting. It's in a town that's about a half an hour from where we live. So we thought we'd try it again. This time we have a little more time.
We came early to the Toastmaster meeting, so we should be able to get a good look around, and I don't know how they feel about filming in there, but we'll find out and see what kinds of surprises we can get up to.
So we're looking around, and I've already seen something that I want. We're just in the first aisle. I think that would look awesome on one of my shelves in my studio.
That is pretty cool.
And it is only $2.99, so I think it's coming home with me.
Nice. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Dan.
I don't want to alarm you, but last night you said some pretty damaging and hurtful things about Steve Martin.
No, why is he following us?
I think he knows.
No.
Games, games, and more games. Including Duck Dynasty, Redneck Wisdom.
Fun fact, the game Dirty Minds, the original, not the sequel one, I used to play with my grandparents.
Huh! That seems like a risque game to play with your grandparents.
It was indeed.
Foosball! Were you ever any good at foosball?
No. I enjoy it, but I'm terrible at it.
In the military, they had all the people who were just exceptionally good at that quick flick of the wrist, and they could shoot it like into orbit. What you got there, Jess?
Oh, I was just thinking this would have been great for my tea shop when it was still open.
Oh yeah,
Now I don't have a lot of use for it.
that's kind of cool.
It is.
It's a nice decoration. Tell me what this is?
That is a bed warmer.
It's a popcorn maker, right?
No, it's a bed warmer.
You know, the old ones that you just shuffle over a fireplace?
Full of coal to warm your bed.
Who uses coal to warm their bed?
People who are cold and have coal.
Nobody uses coal. It's environmentally unsafe. So here we are at Toastmasters, which happens at the Norwich Dime Bank. We go into the basement, right, Jess?
Yep.
But we're pretty early still, so we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Jess and I had a couple of bets we were going to try to solve.
I'm also wondering how much you're hearing the creaking of my leather jacket. Every time I move.
I hear it very clearly, but I mean, it's a leather jacket, so, and you look fantastic in it, so that's all good.
So do you, sir.
I'm not even wearing your jacket.
You're not. You're wearing your own jacket, but it looks very nice on you.
So, I was trying to describe a Native American ritual to Jess earlier, and so we were trying to figure out, because I don't remember which tribe practiced it or what it was called, and we were trying to figure out how to look that up. So I'm gonna see if my method works, and then Jess can see if her method works.
Method, do you just mean Siri versus Google?
Yes. I don't think I can actually do... Hey Siri? Siri! Siri appears to be napping. I think I have to turn my Bluetooth off in order to get Siri to not nap on me.
Can't you just open the web browser?
Well, I could do that like an animal. Ugh. Yeah. That's not really Hey Siri, though. That's just both of us using Google.
Back in my day, we just used to have to speculate until we found an encyclopedia that had the right letter.
So, let's see. I'm going to choose Apache. Oh, what did I say? That was coming of age ritual, and I'm gonna try to spell that slightly better. Okay, let's see. That is a bunch of Apache girls going through their coming. I didn't know Apache girls had a coming of age ritual, so I'm gonna guess that I have failed on this one. Yeah, that is very much, it's all about becoming women. So evidently I have the Native American tribe wrong. So we're gonna turn this over to Jess, who's going to try.
Well, first I have to get my phone out. I didn't know we were doing this.
Ah, see? Always be ready. A Toastmaster is always prepared.
And I turned my sound and stuff off earlier, so I'm not sure if it'll even acknowledge me right away. Let's see. Native American coming of age ritual. You know, how about right?
Ooh.
Try that.
Expanding that vocabulary.
It's gonna take me a while to read these, probably.
Okay. What do you got?
First menses, so that's a woman one.
That is not the one we had in mind. What we had in mind is the ritual where Native Americans would put hooks into their skin and dance around a pole for hours and hours until they could get the hooks out. Because I believe the name of this might be the sun dance. So let's just see if that comes up with anything. If not, we'll pass on this until we get back tonight, because I see some of my fellow Toastmasters have arrived.
Sundance is by the Plains Indians to honor the sun and prove bravery by overcoming pain. Oh, maybe it is. Why doesn't it tell me any more about it? Sundance is a ceremony practiced by some indigenous peoples of the United States of America and Canada, primarily those of the Plains. It usually involves the community gathering together to pray for healing. Individuals make personal sacrifices on behalf of the community. It's gonna make me go to the website.
They don't really even tell you if that's close to what we want.
No, but there was a picture of a guy attached to a pole by ropes.
Yeah, I feel like
against them. So
I feel like they run around or dance around a pole with 3 or 4 hooks stuck through their skin really deep.
A lot of reading before we get to anything.
All right, we will update you on that later on. But I think I'm on to something with the Sundance part of it here. Thanks. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey, Dan.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, everyone. Doesn't Dan look awesome for his speech tonight?
It's me. I'm Spiffy.
You are Spiffy. Take the jacket off.
In my Toastmaster uniform. I think this is how it's done.
Yeah, with the fling over the shoulder. Nice. That's classy.
Yep.
Let's get a focus on that piece of flair.
What?
Ooh.
Look at this one.
Oh.
A second piece of flair. The entire
Wait, stop spitting it. There you go.
The entire Futhark alphabet in a spinner ring.
There, now we can see it. No.
So I can make fortune-telling predictions.
Okay, good luck on your speech. You're gonna do awesome.
That is a pretty badass jacket. I mean, Bad took his jacket. You don't want to undo it and show us what you're wearing, do you?
I suppose.
I mean, it's not that kind of bank, but...
It's not easy to unbutton.
Wow. See? She gets all dolled up for this.
Oh, sorry, gotta do the fling.
Oh, yeah! Well done. All right. Well,
Upstairs.
we're gonna go upstairs. I mean, downstairs. Hi again. We're back. It's just about time for us to go to bed and close down for the night.
Dan gave an awesome speech tonight.
Oh, thank you.
He tried a slightly different technique than he had before, and I think it paid off for him. He seemed very relaxed and relatable and confident, and it went very well.
Fooled them all. I feel pretty comfortable about the speech I did tonight. I think it went well. It was oddly enough about conversations, which is something I struggle with in real life. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. On the way, we did some goodwill stuff. And
as the grammarian, I totally wrecked it. I forgot to use my own word, even though I spoke twice. Well.
And what was that word?
Elucidate.
Ah, elucidate.
One of my favorite words since high school when it came up in the song Neighbor's Chorus.
So, for anyone who hasn't been to a Toastmasters meeting, and let's face it, most of America probably hasn't, this is an organization that helps people to learn public speaking. And each meeting is kind of set up as with a series of speeches, 2 or 3 speeches, and then set up to have a table topics portion, which is an impromptu speaking. You get 1 or 2 minutes and somebody just gives you a topic and you start talking. And then they evaluate your speech, and then each person is assigned certain jobs within that to count how many times you stutter or say or whether you use the word of the day or not, and what your time is, if you went overtime, undertime, that kind of stuff. And then in general, just to evaluate how the meeting went. So everyone gets to learn a little bit of something, get a little bit of feedback, and get some time speaking. So that's what we did tonight. We had a lot of fun with the table topics. There wasn't a lot of us there, so we all took 2 turns. It was crazy.
Today is also Beltane.
Beltane!
Beltane! It is a fire festival. There's lots of those. Seems like every other festival is a fire festival, and then the ones that aren't are harvest festivals.
True, true.
So we just finished our Beltane celebration. Dan lit a fire in the backyard. Don't worry, there was a fire pit. It was safe. He didn't just randomly light something on fire.
It was also me lighting the fire, so it doesn't mean it was safe, but it was in a fire pit.
Passing raccoon.
Good idea.
No.
Tie a little thing on
No,
its
bad
tip.
idea, bad idea.
You started it. You gave me the idea.
Okay, generally it's a bad idea in most of these pagan holidays to harm animals.
Oh, I thought it was just passing the fire along. Okay, bad idea. Bad idea. Got it.
So we just finished with that for the evening as well.
we passed on the maypole and settled on the fire as our theme for the evening instead. So that was our night. I think there's only one thing left. It's time
To
frost
the
muffins.
cake.
Oh, cake.
It's time to
Cake.
frost the
Right,
cake.
right. Cake and whimsy. Got it. Got it. Time to frost the cake.
Good night.
Good night.